Special Education TV. This is my first video on my new channel. Some of y'all might recognize me from Brian Armstrong TV if you recognize the face, the 74 subscribers I had, but I had some things I had to redo and get going on, and I decided to remake a new channel. I wanted to come back a little better and make better content all the way around the board. And this is my first video, which is called Godfather's Pizza. And the reason it's called that is because I learned that happiness is truly a choice from a woman that worked at a Godfather's Pizza in a truck stop in Biloxi, Mississippi that I used to frequent in my last employment. Every time I would go into this place, this is an older white woman. She would always greet me with the most positive, big smile, great attitude, everything. Now, I don't know this woman's personal life, but I know she looked tired a lot because she looked, just tired, like she was working a lot. But she was never, ever, ever in a bad mood. She never greeted nobody with an attitude. She never acted like she was super upset about nothing, none of that stuff. She was cooling all the time, always with a big smile for you, and just even the way she talked was it just radiated positivity all the time. And I never forgot. I'm never gonna forget that woman. Yeah, I don't even remember. I think her name was Cheryl or something like that. Shirley, something like that. But she was a very nice lady. And one thing I learned from her is no matter what you do for a living, no matter where you are in life, your happiness, your attitude is a choice that you decide to make. And I say that because I see so many young people when I go to stores or just, go to the grocery store, these young guys or young women are working in there, and their attitude is like they just so just bad. And it's like, but it's all spiritual. Once again, most of them don't have no spiritual diet whatsoever, so they have nowhere to get that kind of energy from. Like I said, man can't live off manna alone. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what you got. That don't do nothing for this. You got to feed your spirit to be able to have a good spirit. So that lady, shout out to her, man. If she ever see this video, just know that the attitude that you, were giving and the energy that you were projecting was beautiful. And whether you know it or not, I'm sure it had an effect on, if it had an effect on me, I'm sure it had an effect on a lot of people because a lot of people come through that truck stop every day. And I'm sure she make a lot of people, just question what they tripping on, and that's just how I wanted to start it, because this is post me being out on the road. So, but I didn't want to, I want to make sure I make more quality stuff as far as content and just real, the stuff I making was real, but I just want to be more thoughtful about it now and maybe cover more popular topics, whatever, just to get people's attention. But yeah, I had to start it off like that, man. I got probably a million stories I can come up with from over the 5 years I was on the road, but that was just one of the people that I met out there, man, to just show me, it's not about, it's all up here. It's all your head and what you decide. I've been saying to people say, how you doing? I say, God woke me up, the rest is up to me. And I say that because of that lady. She chose to have a smile. Now, smiling don't mean you happy, it's nothing but a facial expression. But my thing is, it wasn't just a smile, it was just a whole attitude towards her job, everything. She was positive all the way around. That's a choice. And I'm pretty sure she got all the reasons that anybody else got to be negative and downtrodden and whatever else. But she didn't choose that. So it's a choice, to be positive or negative. good or bad, that's your choice, no matter what's going on. And shout out to that lady at the Godfather's Pizza in Biloxi, Mississippi, at the truck stop there. I won't say the name of the truck stop, I won't be too specific. But shout out to her, man. Wonderful lady, and I hope she knows that the attitude that she gives and puts out there to people, it definitely helps, and it definitely makes a difference in people's lives. Thank you, Special Education TV.